This one is just helpful ideas. Turn off notifications from applications and other things. I find it quite stressful if I've got a few too many on the front. Think of everything as you do as progress. Send someone a message, you progress your relationship. Drew a doodle, progress your art skills. Took a bath, mental health progression. Progress, moving forward. When you're writing a paper, like a essay, for school, university, blah, blah, blah. Don't assume you shouldn't include something or not explain it, since it's common knowledge. Write it as you're trying to explain the subject of the paper to someone who has no idea what it is. Really simple and great at filling out the volume. What if? Part of our thinking, but need to remember it in life on a personal level. I'm not smart, pretty awesomely handsome. So what? What will happen if you're not? We are not perfect at everything. No one is. What if 1 + 1 does equal a chocolate cake? That would be amazing. It is basically what I was trying to convey here was, you need to question. Having an inquisitive mind doesn't mean that you have to demonstrate it to the world, but it does allow you to develop you as who you are. What if? Well, that's interesting. What makes that happen? And that's quite an important mindset, which links into positivity. You don't always have to be positive to be a positive person. You don't have to always be right to be a positive person. Being like good habits, you need to get them back when you have a bad day. Look after yourself and be true. Faking it just pushes you further from who you are and what you can become. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to put on a front and be cheerful all the time for everybody else, because they're not going to appreciate it half the time. And this one is the hardest for me because I babble when I get nervous. Silence. Usually the best answer, pretty much. If you're in a confrontational situation, slowing down or not answering, not rising to the same level. If you go straight to shouting, you leave the only space you leave after shouting is fighting. And at the end of the day, it's not being the better man and walking away, or better person and walking away. It's about just managing who you are. There's a lot of bad in the world, but you don't have to see it. You don't have to live it. If you are nice and approach people in a way that elicits or gets them to give their best response, you will find life a lot easier. Not bad people aren't like black hats in old movies. They have qualities where they look after their family, and there's a reason why we call people psychopaths and other things, because they quite literally are so far from the social norm that they become their own kind of entity. You don't run into that many people. Well, okay, but sorry, I was just thinking about an office environment. But most people that are bad or will treat you badly have actual qualities that you can elicit and bring out. And that's a very important fact, that you can make your life 10 times better by being better to people. So yeah, as you can tell, silence, never learned that lesson very well, but it is a really good one. Not to improve roles or jobs would I be appreciated. Not much help. So actions speak louder than words. Not always. Your actions need to be promoted. It's a political thing. I spent most of my working career in a situation where I was doing amazing. My job was amazing. And unless someone came along and championed me, no one actually realized how much I was actually doing. I would be carrying 2, 3, sometimes 4 people's worth of work, and someone who was just doing nothing and sending an email once a day but they knew how to promote themselves. So yes, actions speak louder than words, but you then need to promote those actions. Not spend your life doing it, but you do have to think about, in a work environment, yes, silence is a really good use of taking, like someone like me who just babbles when there's a silence, tries to fill it. Don't do that. Let someone like me come along and do that, and then you can actually sit back and think about and assess and see where you want to do and what you want to do and where you want the conversation to go. So yeah,